Yes. What happened when you meditate? Everybody, guys, do you know about this? Yes, because when you meditation, you bring your mind calm down at the center. Yes, and you hopefully want to reach the goal, right? See the bright light, see the Dhammakaya, see the Buddha image, see yourself, yes, and wisdom emerge, something like that, right? Yes, and people practice meditation for a variety of reasons, right? And you can meditation for your feeling relaxed when you're work hard, you want to shower your mind or something. It can be used to make you more aware of your surrounding and yourself, or to give you that much needed breaking during the meditate, the middle of the hectic day, right? Hectic day. Yes. Okay. Please review the of meditation. Yes. The short story.
There are lots of health benefits that we're seeing from meditation. The first ones are usually the physical symptoms that we have when we're under stress. Our blood pressures go down, our heart rates go down. Probably what's more important are the psychological things that we tend to feel when we're under lots of stress. So when we get anxious, we get nervous, meditation can help those actually reduce and almost get rid of them so that we're not so worried about all the things that we're concerned about. Even if you do 1 minute of breath work, if you do 4 deep breaths, all of a sudden you feel very relaxed. And so anyone can do that anywhere. You can do that sitting in your car if you're caught in traffic on I-95, even if the kids are running around and it's very noisy and all of a sudden you just take a couple deep breaths, you start to feel very relaxed. And that's probably one of the best methods that I've got for helping people get rid of the stress. But we also have classes as part of our community health program that we offer that we
Yes. I think it's maybe something wrong. Yes, I think I share the video, right? Share screen. No? Yeah, try it again. Okay. Yes.
There are lots of health benefits that we're seeing from meditation. The first ones are usually the physical symptoms that we have when we're under stress. Our blood pressures go down, our heart rates go down. Probably what's more important are the psychological things that we tend to feel when we're under lots of stress. So when we get anxious, we get nervous, meditation can help those actually reduce and almost get rid of them so that we're not so worried about all the things that we're concerned about. Even if you do 1 minute of breath work, if you do 4 deep breaths, all of a sudden you feel very relaxed. And so anyone can do that anywhere. You can do that sitting in your car if you're caught in traffic on I-95, even if the kids are running around and it's very noisy and all of a sudden you just take a couple deep breaths, you start to feel very relaxed. And that's probably one of the best methods that I've got for helping people get rid of the stress. But we also have classes as part of our community health program that we offer, that we teach meditation. And there are lots of forms. We don't have to sit cross-legged. We don't have to do what sometimes people think is a very odd or very unusual way. Meditation is just getting quiet. Even prayer is meditation. And it's a very easy thing for us to do. I think we've got so many avenues that we can learn how to do meditation, and it doesn't hurt. There's no side effects from meditation. There's no negative side effects. It's just an easy thing for almost everyone to do. So I just encourage everyone to try it.
Yes. Right, everybody. Yes. So when you get anxiety, we get nervous, meditation help those actually reduce and almost get rid of them, right? There are no side effect from meditation. There are no negative side effect. It's just an easy thing for almost everyone to do. So I just encourage everyone to try it, meditation, right? Okay, and hopefully everybody about the experience of meditation, right? This is the benefits of meditation. And you can do this. Yes. Yeah, the lowering blood pressure, right? When you meditation, your mind calm down at the center. Yeah, blood pressure increasing, decreasing, right? Reduce stress. Yes, managing anxiety. Yeah, this is the benefit of meditation. Everybody guys, well about this, right? You can controlling pain. Yes. Get rid of all stress, strengthening memory. Wisdom emerge from your when you meditate, right? Enhancing self-awareness. Yes. Improving sleep, right? Everybody. Yes. Meditation is a tradition that has been around from centuries. It's a powerful tool decided to train your mind to focus and redirect your thoughts. The goal of meditation is different from each person. It depends on your personality. Some meditate to reduce stress, while others use to improve their concentration and memory, right? You can practice about the different type of meditation, right? Yes, Zen meditation, focus attention meditation, transcendental meditation, right? And use the mantra meditation, loving kindness meditation. Yes, there's no right or wrong way to meditate. Practice is unique to you and can be tailored to meet your need and fit your personality, right? And meditation has been shown to help reduce stress and anxiety. But this have the research suggests it can also change part of one of our most important organ, the brain. Okay, everybody. Yes, scientists have recently discovered its effect on the brain. Some research shown that the meditation can change the brain structure. Others shown that it can change brain function, right? I have the research about the Dr. Richard Division, the psychologist from the University of Wisconsin. Let's see.
Science has contributed to our understanding of the effects of meditation on the brain and body.
The research that we've done on meditation in the brain has focused on two major domains that meditation actually affects. One is attention, and the other is emotion. And what we have discovered is that the circuits in the brain that are important for regulating both attention and emotion can be transformed by meditation. The 30,000-foot goal is to use the scientific research to understand the nature of suffering and how it can best be alleviated. And Mingyur Rinpoche was one of our first long-term practitioners.
This will be strapped onto the arm, and we'll get your ratings of how.
That's normal without meditation.
Yes. Yes, without meditation.
Usually when you do this kind of research with either brain electrical measurements or MRI, it takes a lot of what we call post-processing to look at the data. And what post-processing means is simply lots of computer algorithms churning at the data after the data is collected. And it often takes many, many days of computer processing to extract these really weak signals in a lot of noise. It's finding a needle in a haystack. With Mingyur Rinpoche, we didn't need any fancy post-processing. We actually were able to see a signal with our naked eye. Of course, the first thing we thought is that there's artifact and there's something wrong because this just is not something that we typically would see. And so then we had to go through the entire recording system and take everything apart and put it back together before we convinced ourselves that this is actually real. Then when we discovered that it was real, it was really quite amazing because nobody had ever seen these kinds of signals before for this length of time. And what we were looking at are gamma oscillations in the brain. They're very fast frequency brain oscillations, and they're seen in any ordinary person, but they're seen for very, very short periods of time, typically less than 1 second. They also don't have such large amplitude. And when Miguel Rinpoche was meditating, these signals were large, they were highly synchronized, and they lasted for many, many minutes. They lasted for the entire time that the meditation session was in progress. And that's what made them very visible. So that was really a very important moment because we knew that from a scientific perspective, there was a there. We can see that a person who meditates for even just 2 weeks, 30 minutes a day, shows a different pattern of brain activity than when they started 2 weeks before. And that is really important because it suggests that the brain really is plastic, that we really can make these changes, and that it actually doesn't take that much. A total of 7 hours of practice was sufficient to change the brain in very objective, measurable ways. Well-being and warm-heartedness can be cultivated. We can think of them almost as skills, which can be enhanced through certain kinds of practice.
Yes, thank you very much. No? The research is finding the suggest that meditation, which focus on being present in the moment and observing the breath, along with the passing feeling, emotion, and sensation, can help to reduce the intensity of negative feeling, right? Facilitating the health processing of emotion. When do you this kind of research, yeah, with either brain electrical measurement, MRI, right? Everybody know. Yes, it takes a lot of what we call post-processing to look at the data. Yes, we can see that person who meditate, even just 2 weeks, 30 minutes a day, shown the different pattern of brain activity, than when they started 2 weeks before. Okay, everybody. The meditation effect on the brain, yes, from the research, right? The scientists have recently discovered its effect on the brain. Some research shown that meditation can change the brain structure. Others shown that it can change the brain function, right? Yes, you know about this? Yes, in the first one, for example, the gray matter involved in muscle control and sensory perception, including emotion, memory. Yes. Okay, everybody. And the second one, the prefrontal cortex, about the brain control, the responsible for decision making, right? This is the effect on your brain. Amygdala, yes, control the emotional response, yes, change better. And hippocampus, responsible for memory and learning, right, everybody? This is from the research, right? And I have the new neuron, a neuron nucleus, something like that, are the cell in the brain that send and receive electrical and chemical signal. Yes, they are building block your brain and transmit information to other neurons, the muscles and tissue. Yes, tissue tissue all through the body. They allow you to think, feeling, move, and comprehend the world around you, right? I have this video you can do, right? This, yes, receive the electrical and chemical.
Everything else we do, meditation rewires our neural circuits, pruning away the least used connections and strengthening the ones we exercise most. Experiments suggest that Buddhist monks have really robust connections between scattered regions of their brains, which allows for more synchronized communication. Expert meditators also seem to develop an especially wrinkly cortex, the brain's outer layer. We depend on the cortex for many of our most sophisticated mental abilities, like abstract thought and introspection, or shaped area of the brain in the middle of the skull that is absolutely crucial for memory.
Yes. Okay. Understood about this? Yes. I would like to summarize about this, the brain structure chain, right? The brain structure chain. When you meditation, change the way your brain respond to distraction. When you can focus entirely on the present and train yourself to do so consistently, the construction of your brain actually change, no? Yes, your brain before now. This picture in show about before and after, right? Is this the psychiatry, the research, the team of the researcher found that 8 weeks of the meditation based stress reduction training, right? The program meditation, you can increase this, the cognitive thickness, yes, the gray matter in your skull, right? Concentration, the gray matter concentration of the hippocampus, the part of the brain responsible for memory and uh, regulating emotion, change, thickness. This same process happens when you meditate. While research on my mindful meditation is still in the early stage, some small initial study have found that over time meditation may lead to increase in gray matter density in the hippocampus and other frontal region of the brain, as well as increase the anterior, insular, and contact thickness, right? Increase the gray matter and the left hippocampus about the learning, cognition, and memory result in the better retention and fact and more mindful behavior and increase in the anterior, insular, and in the cortex thickness, benefit cognitive function, attention, and self-awareness. Okay, everybody. And this is important, right? How exactly does someone go about become an expert, right? Look at this. Yeah. Violin, right? Violinist, right? This is can anyone be an expert with the proper study and training? Okay. This article explore what expertise is and how people become expert. It also discuss how long it takes to become an expert, the level of expertise, also master genius, yes, for the new side of expertise. One popular belief is that the key to becoming an expert to devote at least 10,000 hours to study and practice of the object, something like that. Yes, for the violinist in the music study has put in 10,000 hours of practice, right? Yes, and this to turn the pro cop also with 10,000 hours to practice. The number was really on the average, Okay. You meditate is also, you want to be more experienced of your meditation, expert in meditation, you can practice more and more. Rest average 10,000 hours of practice meditation, right? And now your meditation at least 1 hour a day. Yes. How to brain starter change? I would like to summarize, right? Meditation for a few minutes might help rein in those wandering thoughts and help you stay focused throughout the day. But meditating can have an even bigger impact. Yes. And did you know how the structure change? Yes. And who someone think, you can eat method, experience feeding your brain, right? This is in an area that most people aren't familiar with. It's called the uh, neuron nutrition, right? The brain actually requires the different nutrients that the rest of your body, and most people are not thinking that brain, and they wonder why they have brain food, something. They wonder why they slowly to think in general, right? I think indigenous brain food have you have avocado, right? Not the good fat. Mm. You have the blueberry, and I got called brain berry. And you have broccoli over olive oils, which is the love green leaf vegetable. Very good. Yes. Very good. The caviar, extraordinary, very high in DNA. Good for your brain. Omega-3, very important. Finally, just dark chocolate is also. Yes. Yes, you can practice meditation 30 minutes morning and evening at least, right, every day. If you overcome the 6 to 12 months after meditation, usually 30 minutes a day, you can see change in brain structure as well as change in function. Right? Okay. And at least 8 weeks to 12 weeks, 3 months. Yeah, 3 months. Hopefully, what happened to your brain when you meditate? Okay, everybody. Thank you very much to the wisdom talk for tonight. Hopefully, you gain the benefits of what happened to your brain when you meditate. Thank you very much. And now I would like to send my back to the lovely moderator MC for tonight.